truth, and life. Here is the Brother Leon Show. You better recognize.
What's going on, my listeners? This is your boy, Brother Leon, and you are tuning into another episode of the Brother Leon Show. Let's go on in this piece. The one thing that I found out today is this. I tried to put a post up on Facebook about paternity fraud. And paternity fraud is a real thing. But the one thing that I'm starting to see right now is that the new obscenity is black men. Black men is now equaled as hate speech. But the crazy thing is that if it's a promotion of loving a black man, respecting a black man, protecting a black man, nobody wants to hear that. But all this other toxic bullshit about black men murdering black women, black men this, black men that, and the narrative is all negative, that gets an audience. And I'm here to tell you this day that black men ain't doing all of everything that you hear. And that's the God knows truth. And the crazy thing about it is that they won't even look at any other demographic. You don't hear these narratives about white men. You don't hear these narratives about Hispanic men, about Asian men, about Arab men, but you hear them about black men. And there is money to be made on both sides of the argument. But I never thought that I would see a day where the word black man and protecting a black man and loving on a black man will now be considered hate speech and obscene. So that just lets me know, yo, brothers, you better watch out. You better watch out for this whole feminism thing. Toxic feminism. You better watch out. You better watch out for this whole paternity setup. Because what I was posting this morning on Facebook, tried to post, was about the dangers of paternity fraud. And the crazy thing about it, it was a video that I got off of TikTok. And it showed a case on Lauren Lake's show, Paternity Court. And on that show, this woman sweared up and down that this man was the baby's father. And come to find out, he wasn't. And when she found out the results, she started crying and falling out and everybody running to her aid. While the father, the alleged father, was over here crying himself. Nobody came to him. Nobody even came to say, yo, man, are you okay? And this is the reality in which we live today, because now you can get accused for something and then lose it. And then the crazy thing, when the truth comes out, they still run to the victim. They still run to the woman that put them lies on you. The same thing can happen with a rape case. Emmett Till. That woman lied on him, got him killed. She just passed. But the crazy thing is that even when the truth does come out, what protection do we have as men? It's like, ooh, sorry, dude. Even when you find out that paternity is a fraud, what protection do you have? The state ain't going to pay you back. The child support agency is not going to pay you back. So I'm telling you, brothers, before you find out, before you go down to any daggone court, you make sure that, number one, that there is paternity. And number two, you find out that baby is yours. I don't care how the mother feels. I don't care how her mother feels. I don't care how the family feels. You need to make sure. Because trust and believe, it's a whole lot of women out here that have died with secrets. And some of them secrets were, hey, you ain't the father, but you was a good dude and you took care of them kids. And the crazy thing is that at the end of the day, what do you get? What do you get? Everything was based on a lie. And because of the fact that there are some men who know that they've been lied to, but the fact that they have built an emotional bond with that child, they stay there, even though it was a lie. So I'm telling you guys right now, watch out. Watch out. Watch out when there is an attack against protecting black men. Because, man, we've been called dusties. We've been called this. We've been called that. The average dude out here now, you got to be in the top 1% to get a basic woman. Because they've been fed a lie that average guys who make a certain amount of money, who are not in the top 1% or 3%, ain't worth it. But yet we supposed to provide and protect. We supposed to do a whole lot of stuff. And I'm not talking about the dudes that's just lazy, staying home, playing video games all daggone day. I'm talking about these guys out here that are busting their ass. And the crazy thing is, even that isn't good enough. Because the crazy thing, this narrative, our women have been hypnotized to believe that average ain't gonna cut it. And the crazy thing about it is that, when you look at some of these women's past, they done been ran through. You being asked to take care of 1 to 3 to 4 to 5 kids. That ain't yours. Is it fair? But yet, at the end of the day, I'm like, you want tradition, but you're not willing to be traditional yourself. You want all the benefits of that man. And what can you really provide? Seriously. People gonna say that I'm hurt, I'm this. No. You know why? You know why I'm sounding like this right now? Because I am tired. I'm tired. Because it's the craziest women. They got the most speckled past that want the most shit. And that's the God knows truth. And the crazy thing is, the only thing you can bring to the table is sex skills, and that goes out the fucking window. I'm telling you, man, please, dudes, do not allow sex to master you. I'm going to say it again. Do not allow sex to master you. Because trust and believe, there's some women out here that can throw that ass, that can suck you off and suck your soul out. And at the end of the day, you're going to fuck up and wind up getting her pregnant and your ass is done. She going to take you for child support. She going to take you for fucking alimony. And you're going to damn near be homeless. So I'm telling you, man, watch out. Especially if you know you ain't making money like that. You got to make better dick decisions. If you the type of nigga that like to raw dog every fucking girl you with, I'm telling you right now, you going to be the one. So I'm telling you right now, if you don't want no baby, you better do oral and anal. Yeah, I said it. Oh yeah, this is not going to be a popular episode, I trust. Because I'm getting sick and tired of seeing our dudes getting slaughtered in fucking family court. When you go to family court, there is always an appointed lawyer for the woman. There is an appointed lawyer when trumped up PFA charges are put on your ass as well. And we're going to talk about that too, because the crazy thing about it, when you get those protection from abuse, they can make you leave your home without evidence. They can make you do all types of stuff without even going to court and proving it. And so you got to make sure in your mind, like, yo, make sure that you got shit documented. If you the type that's bringing all types of crazy women into your house, you better have a fucking camera. Yeah, I said it. Because what can you do? You could potentially lose your job, your income. You can lose your reputation. You can lose all types of contracts if lies are put on you. If lies are put on you that you molested a child, what do you think that's going to do? Because if these things cannot be proven to be true, or if they are false, yo, man, your life is over either way. Because it is the court of public opinion that gets you. I remember what happened to me one time. They looked at me when I got hit up for a false PFA. When they saw my size, oh yeah, I know he beating on her. Look how big he is. So that just lets me know that if you are big and if you're black, those are automatically 2 strikes against you. Being big and being black. Because that is what this whole fucking law system's quote unquote justice system sees. They kill us twice. And what they see is, ooh, big black man, boogeyman, let's kill his ass. Kill the monster. And then they kill us twice. They kill our bodies and they kill our reputation. Doesn't matter if you were a kid, you're still seen as an adult. While you flip it over to the white side, ooh, it's just mental illness. They're kids. So I'm telling you, brothers, right now, man, even in church, watch out. Because that woman can sing and talk in tongues and praise dance and shout all over the place and still lie on your ass. I'm going to tell you what happened to me, man. And this is how I got out of being railroaded in my divorce. The crazy thing about it is that when I moved in with my ex-wife, I had a house. My father had passed. And I was going to live in that house. But then when I met my fiance, when I met my ex-wife, I was like, well, look, why don't y'all come live here? We can get married, we can live here. And so she was like, nah, I got a bigger house. You can come live with me. And I did that. And, you know, when I moved in, I looked and saw everything that needed to get done because the house was in shambles. Holes in the floor, holes in the ceiling from the roof leaking. Doors and stuff was busted. And so, over the course of time, we started fixing that up. And so, when we got divorced, I got hit up for alimony. She was going to hit me up for alimony. But the crazy thing about it is that when we came together, I put all of her kids. We was a blended family. She came with 3, I came with 1. So I had her on my insurance and medical and dental, had all 3 of her kids from a prior marriage on my medical and dental. And the reason why I did that, because it was always a fight between her ex-husband and her over the kids' medical. That's the reason why I did that. I didn't want the fight anymore. And then just dealing with this dude was damn near fucking impossible. So I said, you know what? I'll just put everybody on mine. And that's what I did. And I did that for 7 years. And I was still, at the time, had my son on my medical as well, and still paying child support to his mother. And so at the end of the day, my ex-wife felt as though she deserved alimony. And the crazy thing is that the thing that saved me was the equity that was put into the house. With getting this fixed, getting that fixed, getting, doors, getting new heating systems and stuff. It was just crazy. And so my lawyer was like, hey, you're entitled to half of the equity in the house. And so that was the thing that saved me, because she was trying to get me for my pension. And I started my job in 92. She was still with her ex-husband in 92. And so the crazy thing that got me was you trying to take me for alimony, but you never took this Negro for child support. Child support that we needed. Child support that we needed during prom time. And that's the God knows truth. Child support that we needed all together. Seriously. But nah, it wasn't. And the crazy thing is that she went and purposefully lost on purpose. Didn't come to court prepared. So that just lets me know right there, like, really? And so that was the thing that added insult to injury in my regard. Because I'm like, hold up, I took care of these kids and you trying to hit me for alimony? When you never took him for child support? And this is the reason why I'm telling you guys, watch the fuck out. Because you never know. So now, shit. Man, every woman that comes across my path, we signing a prenup and I'm not paying no fucking legal fees at all. If you want to leave my fucking ass, yo, you do your own shit. You take whatever you brought with you. If we made something together, we could split that down the middle. But I'm like, oh, hell no. I learned from that last one. And then the crazy thing about it is that we never had any children together. But yet you trying to take me. After everything, man, please, and I'm telling you right now, being a stepfather, at times being a step-parent, at times is a roll of the dice. Because you give yourself and you don't know what's going to happen at the end of it. You might crap out. Seriously. You might give your life for them daggone kids, and at the end of the day, them kids will give you their ass to kiss and act like they don't even know you. So I'm telling you right now, brothers, watch out. Because you don't know what's there, man. Some kids, man, they don't want you with their mom. They want their dad back with their mom. And they're going to make that shit known. Or they're going to make your life a living hell. Especially if the mother ain't put up no boundaries and don't know how to check that child. Because the crazy thing about it is that everybody feels as though that if I have a kid before you, then my kid comes first. When you get married, your husband comes first before that child, even though that child came before the marriage. Yeah, I said it. You can sit up here and disagree and not like it all day long. But at the end of the day, you ain't sleeping with your child. You sleeping with your husband. And that man is providing a covering and a covenant that that child can benefit from, as well as you. So women, you may not like what I'm telling you right now, but it's the truth. Especially if you know you got a good man. I'm not talking about some fucked up dude. I'm talking about a good man. The type of man you've been praying for. That type of man. So I'm telling you right now, man, watch yourself. Because trust and believe, man, there's some sisters out here, they looking for a nigga with a pension. They looking for a nigga with a 6-figure because they gonna throw it on his ass. The next thing you know, man, you're going to be like fucking Pookie from New Jack City. It just keep calling me. It just keep calling me and I got to go. Yeah, you got to go. You want to know why? Because she got you with that fucking sex magic. She got you with that shit. She got you with the moan. She was talking to you while she was throwing that shit. And you agreeing. How can two walk together except they be agreed? Yeah, this is controversial and definitely explicit. She walking your ass to the fucking slaughterhouse. I'm telling you, man, look at what's happening to these dudes. But I never thought that there will be a time where the protection of black men, the upliftment of black men, talking about loving a black man, will be considered hate speech and obscenity. Because I'm telling you, men, to what to watch out for. So I'm telling you right now, watch out. Watch out when they start censoring that, because I'm telling you, man, it's an agenda. It's an agenda to make you believe false narratives about black men. And then these women believe it. These women believe it and end up being divestors because of their personal experience. But every black man is not toxic. Just like every white man isn't a savior. But you ain't going to get that argument. You ain't going to get that narrative. Same thing with the LGBTQ community. They will make you think, oh, come over here. Everything is good. Shit. Man, you got fucking toxicity over there too. You got narcissism over there too. Everything that you complain about with black men is in LGBTQ and with white men and every other man. Yeah, I said it. So if you want to call me a homophobe or whatever, be my guest. But you can't sit up here and lie and say, ooh, I found solace in another man or another woman because of the toxicity in the black community. Please go somewhere with that bullshit. Because you know, but you ain't going to be honest, that there's toxicity in any community. You want to know why? Because people are not honest. People are not authentic. And some people are just damn selfish and looking for somebody to use and abuse. That's just the nature of men. So it's up to you to be aware. And that's why I say listen. And I'm telling you men right now, man, master your sexual appetites. Because trust and believe, there's some women out here that will try to hypnotize you with her skills. And next thing you know, I'm like, shoot, you the next nigga that's talking about happy wife, happy life, and your ass is miserable, killing your fucking self. The one thing I will say is this. Happy man is God's plan. You can add that to happy wife, happy life. But also, here's the ultimate. Happy teen, we fulfill the dream. But I'm telling you fellas, do not kill yourself over no fucking woman. Do not kill yourself emotionally. Do not kill yourself financially. Because some women, they will fucking lie to your face and try to tell you and give you tears to manipulate your ass. So I'm telling you right now, man, watch yourself. Because I'm upset, because the crazy thing is that there are women out here who are promoting the upliftment of black men, and their voices are not being heard, or their voices are being canceled. I'm serious. I used to see Shalakemia all over Facebook. I don't hardly see her on Facebook like that. It's getting to the place, the only place where you can actually go now is YouTube. So, if it means I gotta be on YouTube and take my stuff from Facebook over to Instagram, over to TikTok and YouTube, then so be it. But the one thing that I will say is this: they ain't stopping this fucking podcast. And that's the God knows truth. So I'm telling you, brothers, especially black men, watch out. Do not allow yourself to be manipulated by sex. Do not allow yourself to be manipulated by tears. But also, you need to come with a level of integrity. Mean what you say what you mean. Don't be vague in your communication. Because at the end of the day, when you tell women the truth, you be like, yo, I told you from the door what it was about. I told you what I was about. So why are you surprised? And it'll be because they didn't listen. Or they figure, ooh, I can change him. And so I'm going to tell you women, if a man tells you his truth, he's not going to get off of that. He might make some concessions or some compromises because the core stuff is there. But if the core stuff isn't there and he starts to notice certain things, then yo, man, he's going to be out one way or another. Because he's going to seek what he wants and needs. Or you just going to push him out altogether because you done got lax. Or your true self is now being revealed. It wasn't about him. You just wanted what he had. But you didn't want him. And the crazy thing is that we treat God the same way. We want what's in his hand, but we don't want his heart. We want what's in the man's hand, but we don't want his heart. And then the crazy thing is that this man is paying bills every 30 days. He's not getting sex from you every day for 30 days. Seriously. And then the crazy thing is that it's a small window. Pretty soon sex will be off the table because of age. But he'll still be paying them bills. He'll still be loving on you. So I'm telling you, brothers, make the right choice. Because it says in Proverbs 31 verse 3, do not give thy strength to women. I'm telling you right now, do not give your strength to a woman who wants to destroy you. Do not give your strength to a woman who wants to manipulate. You give your strength to your family if you have built with her. If you ain't building enough with her, man, conserve your strength, conserve your energy, conserve your resources. Because I'm telling you right now, man, you don't know what you got. You don't know if it's Proverbs 31 or Delilah or Jezebel. So I'm telling you right now, man, watch yourself. Because when you look at Samson, what happened to him? Laid his head down in Delilah's lap, and she sold his ass out for silver. They took out his strength and took away his vision. So what happens when you lose your strength and you lose your vision because you slept with the wrong woman, or you laid your head down and opened yourself to the wrong woman? You will lose stuff. Not trying to say that God can't bring you back, but look at the time. Look at the time it took for Samson's hair to grow. Look at the time it took for you to build certain things, and then look at the time that you lost it and got it back. Not trying to say that you can't get it back, but how many bounce backs do you have on the inside of you? Right now, I had to ask myself when I was divorced, how many bounce backs do I have? Seriously. How many bounce backs do I actually have? And I had to make up in my mind like, yo, I'm not going to be fucking up like this no more, man. I'm going to do a thorough investigation of this fruit before I make a decision, before I love you comes out my mouth. Thorough investigation. Might seem unfair, but you got to know where I'm coming from. Just like women, you got to know where these guys are coming from. Just like she got to know where I'm coming from. Investigate me. What does the Lord say about me to you? That's why I'm transparent with my life. Because I look at the fact that my failings as well as my success have formed me to the man that I am. And so I'm not ashamed to talk about my past. I will be an open book. Because my thing is that I can at least know that I've been authentic and transparent with you and vulnerable. And so I give you that to see if you're going to give me that. And if you squeamish at that, I might deal with you for a little bit. But eventually, I'm going to turn the heat up and it's really going to get intense. And then we're going to see. Because I will ask some questions. Because I've given you myself. And to some people, it seems like an interrogation. It's like, nah, man, I ain't interrogating. It's just, since doing this podcast, I've developed interviewing skills and communication skills. I listen a lot. I listen to what's not being said. I ask certain questions to see whether or not they're going to avoid them. Or if they don't want to talk about them. And so, brothers, you need to look at that as well. What questions are they not willing to answer? Especially if you done told them stuff. And so this is the reason why that I'm putting out this episode, because I want to see the narrative change for the black family. Because the black man carries the seed of generation. The woman is the one that births it. And so there is a strategic an attack against the black family, against the black woman, against the black man, against the black child. And it's coming from all directions. And so I'm not surprised about Facebook taking my post down. I don't own Facebook, but I got this podcast. And so I'm telling you right now, be in support of those who want to see the family, mother, father, and kids all under the same roof. Partnering together, striving together, making it together, loving each other. And then this family creates another family because the kids have now seen that and now made something better. And then it just goes on and goes on and goes on. We got to stop, man. We got to stop this narrative. Because as long as we keep embracing and believing the narrative, we still going to have the statistics that we have. And most black women are leaving black men. Look at the statistics. You can look them up on blackdemographics.com. Because women file for divorce more than men. And that's the God knows truth. And you can try to fight it all day long. But the crazy thing about it, you don't have to prove irreconcilable differences. You don't have to prove that. So, I'm done. You could call it a rant. You can say I'm not healed. You can say who made me mad. You know what made me mad? When you start canceling black women that are promoting the upliftment of our men. That's what makes me mad. Because the crazy thing is that there are some women who want to see couples together. There are some women out here who want to see black men and black women together. There are women out here who are going to call women to task, telling them about the lies that they're telling against these black men. But these are the voices that are being canceled and silent. And the crazy thing is, man, if it's toxic, if it effeminizes the black man, yeah, we running with all of that. That's going to be all over social media. Then everybody going to talk about, see, that's why I want me a strong man. And then the crazy thing is that, well, he can't handle me because I'm a strong woman. He don't want to be putting up with your fucking bullshit when he get off of work. Working for you and then got to come home and deal with your ass. But you know how to control yourself with everybody else. You know how to control yourself with your white bosses and white colleagues. You know how to control your mouth. You know how to do all of that. But at the end of the day, some bullshit that people got to put up with. And that's the sad part. So I want to leave you with this.
I divorced my husband. Why did I divorce my husband? I divorced my husband because I was making a certain amount of money. I divorced my husband because I thought I didn't need him anymore. I divorced my husband because I had this senior position at work and thought I held the same position at home. I divorced my husband because I thought I was better than him because I had my degree now. I divorced my husband because I thought a successful marriage meant I was here and he was down here. That is not success. That's sickness. I found myself divorced and out there looking for love in all the wrong places. This one and that one and that one and that one and this one and that one. And my body count going up and my value going down. I'm just going to call it like a TI is. All the while, my husband done found somebody else building a relationship and building a life with them. I should have stayed married to my husband. I felt like I was on this dark road with no street lights, pitch dark, and I couldn't find my way and didn't know which way to go. I felt lost. I felt like I was walking barefoot on that dark road with pebbles and hot rocks sticking my foot. I felt hurt. I felt alone because every time he and that one and this one and that one left my bed, I was alone all by myself. And which was supposed to be soft and comfortable for me, my pillow, it was now filled with tears. I should not have left my husband.
Walk in the truth that makes you free every day. Follow Brother Leon on all social media outlets.